Welcome everyone to my CIDC 5 run. My first opponent is going to be CVH, who is playing LWD Hydro Hurricane with Gigazalt, and I'm playing the same deck, so yes, we are having a mirror match, and I believe it's only a 2-card difference. I have a Marrow Ooze instead of the 4th Gigaslug, and I think he has a Cranium Clamp instead of 4th Gigazalt like I do. So let's see how it goes. I do win the die roll, and I'm gonna be having a turn 3 Gigaslug here, and he's gonna have a turn 3 Energy Stream, which is probably the better turn 3 play usually. I don't have water mana here for Energy Stream, so I'm gonna have to charge it instead. Let's see if he has a turn 4 play. He most probably has, since he charged Locomotiver. So yeah, Gigabalza sniping exactly Mystrias, so I would say GG already, but I still have a chance, but my chance has decreased a lot with him sniping that Mystrias. So for now I'm just gonna charge mana and keep this Terror Pit in case he summons. But he's gonna summon, he's gonna evolve Gigazalt, which is gonna discard my Terror Pit. And now, fortunately, I do top deck another Mystrias, which I'm gonna be able to summon. But this Gigazalt is really gonna slow me down. If I draw cards during his turn, he can just discard them straight away. So I have to be careful when I draw. But he's just gonna play Faliga, get back Energy Stream. And he's gonna play Laura Giga as well. Of course, I'm not gonna draw any card during his turn. Unfortunately for me, I draw into Miraculous Plague, which I wish I could use, but I'm only on 6 mana, so I'm gonna have to charge it. And yeah, Gigazalt really preventing any value generation from my own Mystrias. And to make things worse, he has his own Mystrias now. Yeah, I'm gonna summon Gigaballs here, randomly discard a card, and obviously he's gonna draw a card. And now I do risk it and draw off the top, and it pays off because I draw a Miraculous Snare, which I can use to snare his own Mystrias. I just have to hope that I can see one of my own Gigazalts at some point, and it's surprising that I haven't yet, because I play 4 copies in my version. Yeah, he does have the Terror Pit for my own Mystrias, and now I'm gonna be able to summon Petrova, so I don't know what I'm gonna boost, to be honest. Because whatever I boost, he's gonna get the boost as well. I guess I'm gonna boost Chimeras just because he has more Guardians on the field, and Gigaslug can trade with Gigazalt anyway. But to be fair, in the mirror match, Petrova is pretty dead most of the time. You care more about the body and the fact that he cannot be targeted by spells. He's gonna have Energy Stream, and I imagine he's gonna have, I don't know, somehow he doesn't have a 4 mana play or 3 mana play. Okay, Laura Giga here, which I'm probably just gonna charge because I wanna have more mana for energy stream later. Normally I would keep it in hand so I can draw stuff with Mystery Ass if I top deck it, but yeah, that's the power of Gigazalt. It stops you from holding cards in your hand, so you have to charge him instead. I'm gonna have a Giga Balsa here to discard a card, which is gonna hit an energy stream, and but of course he's just gonna be able to draw an extra card. Which he doesn't seem to do. He probably forgot. Which is fine by me, to be honest. He's gonna boost Guardians with his own Petrova. And I think he's even getting ready to go in. To be fair, he can just wait for a Hydro. He's gonna snare the Giga Slug instead. And then he's gonna break that shield and discard it with Gigazalt. Which is a really neat trick you can do. If you have Gigazalt, you can turn your snare into a 3-mana terror pit. Or better yet, Spiral Gate, 2-mana terror pit. At this point, I think I would summon this Laura Giga for it, but okay, for some reason I charge it. I'm guessing I do it because Hydro Hurricane is gonna hurt less if I have more mana. But seeing how he's threatening to go in for shields at any point, I think it would still be better to summon a blocker. Though I don't think it's gonna help too much. And yeah, it's just gonna start going in now. No reason to hold back at this point. And at this point I can just concede. There's not too much I can do. He has 2 blockers, so at most I can kill 1 creature. And yeah, this version of Hydro isn't running Holio, so I suppose I could play Paleolysis and Bilex. But even so, yeah, we still have to kill 1 creature. I guess I just pass the turn and hope I have a Terror Pit in my last shield or Spiral Gate, but yeah. He has an answer for a blocker, so I'm just gonna say GG. And yeah, off to game 2 we go, where I go first again. And look, this time I have Ice Vapor, which could be useful, I suppose. Turn 3 Gigaslag isn't too bad when I'm running 4 copies of Gigazalt. Though to be fair, I didn't really see any of them when it mattered, so I just plop it down just to have it in case. Funny how I still don't have a turn for this card. I don't think I had it last game either. I'm just gonna snare the Giga Slag, thinking that I may have Giga Zald in my hand. So now I'm probably gonna charge this Giga Slag and summon Mystrias. And hopefully it doesn't have another snare. He's just gonna summon his own Mystrias here. And I am gonna summon creatures. I don't care if he gets advantage as well, because he draws just as many cards as me. And I'm gonna have the Ice Viper on the field as well, so if he's thinking of removing Mystrias, he's gonna have to set himself back in mana. Instead, he's just gonna summon a second Mystrias to try and draw more cards than I do. I really do hope I summon I get a Miraculous Plague, but I don't, so instead I'm gonna do the same thing, just summon a second Mystrias. And yeah, neither of us are running Lost Souls, so getting rid of each other hand completely is gonna be a challenge for sure. I leave water mana and light mana on top in case I draw Spiral Gate, so I can bounce the Mystrias, but yeah. Those 3 energy streams don't look really useful at all. With 2 Mystrias on board, so I'm probably just gonna charge them in the following turns. And now it's all about whoever can see Hydro Hurricane first. Even if he plays Hydro Hurricane, he's gonna have to set himself back in mana as well. He's thinking very hard about this move. I'm not sure if he's seen Hydro Hurricane yet. Just gonna charge Terror Pit because, okay, I see. He's gonna use Miraculous Plague on the 2 Mystrias. But he's gonna have to set himself back because of the Ice Vapor as well. And I think I wanna hold on to the Palolysis here. And he's gonna put 2 Terror Pits into his grave instead. I'm probably gonna charge one of the energy streams, and my best move here is to probably use Terror Pit on one of his Mystrias. And this is gonna do two things. It's gonna draw less cards when he plays creatures, and it's gonna make Hydro Hurricane a bit weaker. Still thinking about any alternative move like summoning Mystrias, but Terror Pit here is, I would say, the most optimal play. And yes, my past self also realizes that, so yeah, now Hydro Hurricane isn't looking too good with only 2 light creatures on the field and Ice Vapor on my own field. Instead you're just gonna play Giga Balsa, discarding my own Giga Balsa. And a Palaolysis. And lo and behold, I draw Miraculous Plague, which is gonna come quite in handy here because I can get rid of the Mystrias and the Palaolysis, giving back the Belex as well from the mana zone. And with the amount of cards he has in hand, I really have to keep him off of building a board and playing Hydro Hurricane. I have to make sure I keep his mana as low as possible so he cannot really use the cards he has in hand. So yeah, I'm just gonna give him back blockers. I'd be surprised if he takes back Belex, to be honest. So yeah, he's gonna kill the Belex and take Palaolysis to hand. And this Ice Vapor is really doing a good job of preventing him from playing any spell. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play Mystrias and Palaolysis here, because I wanna start drawing cards as well. If he doesn't do anything to get rid of my Hydro Hurricane, I could really take over the game in the next turn. I imagine he's gonna evolve Giga Slug. Okay, he's gonna Spiral Gate. And then he's gonna play Gazal to discard 2 of my cards. So he's gonna hit Snare and Mystrias, which is fine. Not sure if I'm ahead in the deck-out race, but to be fair, I most likely am, because he had 2 Mystrias on the field for longer than I did. But yeah, I'm just gonna play Hydro Hurricane to bounce his Gigazal back and 3 of his mana. Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce all of his water mana. This Ice Vapor really did a good job this game of setting him back 2 extra mana. And now I'm even gonna play Miraculous Plague to set him back to 2 mana. My game plan at this point is to just hold him back, just keep him on low mana just so he cannot use all of his cards in his hand. Who needs Lost Soul when the opponent has no mana? Oh, and here I can even go for Bilex into Hydro, put him back to 0 mana again. He's gonna have to spend 5 turns just to summon a Mystrias. And yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I don't feel any shame about it. I have to do what I have to do to win this game. Yeah, he has 11 cards in his deck and I have 12, so my game plan is now to just play by deck out. So I'm just gonna summon blockers, and as long as I just summon blockers I should be fine, because neither of us is playing Holio. Yeah, Earth Power is asking in chat what the score is, but I was too focused on this game to see. He was commentating with Sidelio and Garabun during our match. Probably gonna just use Spiral Gate on the Giga Slug. I don't think I would charge the Mystrias. I am thinking about charging it. But to be honest, I would just hold it in hand just to have an extra card, so he's less likely to discard the Terror Pit. And yeah, now because I charged the Mystrias, I'm punished immediately and I lose the Terror Pit, which I could have used to stall him even more. But even without the Terror Pit, I don't think he's getting past all these blockers. He would need Gigasal on the field, he would need Petrova to boost his Chimeras, then he would need Hydro Hurricane. And setting all of that up with only like a little bit of mana And I suppose that's why he summons 2 Giga Slugs, but yeah, I'm just gonna top deck Hydro Hurricane and immediately we get a GG. So we're going to game 3, where CVH is gonna start, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like the curve I have this game, slug into Balza into Gigasalt. But he's gonna have the turn 3 energy stream. I just hope he doesn't have a clamp. If he has a Gigabalza or Loco, then it's not too bad. He's most likely gonna hit one of the 2 Gigasalts. He's just gonna play another energy stream. And I'm gonna hit a Miraculous Snare, which is a pretty good hit, considering he can use it for Mistrius. But so far he's had 2 energy streams, so it's gonna be hard to undo all those cards with Gigasalt, even with 2 of these cards next turn. He's gonna play Locomotiver, discarding one of the Gigasalts, but of course I've been holding on to the second one. And they're gonna discard a Gigasalt and a Hydro Hurricane. So I'm glad to see one of them gone. And now Terror Pit is gonna get rid of the Gigasalt and he's gonna crush with Gigabalza. Gonna summon a Mistrias just to have it snared, of course. I'm just gonna deploy Gigaslug again, just to have the bait on the field for Gigasalt, and good thing I draw it off the top, and I'm gonna discard his second Hydro Hurricane. Now he only has 1 Hydro Hurricane left, and he's gonna need Faliga to get those back. He's gonna play Gigapalza as well here. I think I'm just gonna hold on to Hydro Hurricane in case he gets a Mistrias. But he's gonna get an energy stream, which is gonna draw into some expensive stuff, so yeah, I am probably gonna use the Miraculous Snare to get rid of this Ice Vapor. So yeah, I'm only gonna lose 1 mana to it, which is fine. And I'm gonna hit a Gigabalza, which isn't the best hit in the world. Now he's gonna summon his own Gigasalt I mean, and just crush with my own, which I respect, to be honest. Of course, Terror Pit off the top as soon as he summons a Mistrias. This is the most tit for tat game I've had in a long time. Of course, he has his own terror pit for my Mistrias. I'm probably gonna charge this Petrova and summon Bilex to use energy stream. He's gonna do the same thing now with Mistrias. Play Laura Giga to get value from it in the same turn. I'm gonna play energy stream and I see I draw into Hydro Hurricane. And considering how many Gigabalzas and Gigazals are gone from CVH, I think I will summon this Paleoliths just to be on 3 mana, so just to be on 3 light creatures on the field, so that I can play Hydro Hurricane next turn, even if I give him an extra card. If he doesn't have the mana for them, it's no big deal. Just have to hope he doesn't top deck Miraculous Plague or something. He's gonna play Gigabalsa, and fortunately for me, it's not gonna eat the Hydro, it's gonna eat the energy stream. He's gonna play a Bilex to get back Miraculous Plague, which I can understand why he did this. But fortunately for me, or unfortunately for him, it's gonna work in my favor, because I'm gonna set him back in mana even more. So that Bilex just kinda helped to set him back in mana. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna give him back all the expensive stuff. Yeah, now he's back on 4 mana again. Playing Giga Slug here, doesn't have another Giga Balsa. I'm not sure why I'm thinking about, well, I can understand. Because whatever I boost with Petrova is gonna get the boost as well. Though I still think it's worth it. It's gonna evolve Gigasalt, and of course I'm not gonna draw a card. I top deck Spiral Gate, which I can use on his Zald. And he's gonna have to spend all that mana again just to resummon it. And yeah, that's what I do. Just give him back the expensive stuff, so he has to spend all that mana again to summon it. All with the goal of just stalling him as much as possible. Because yeah, he's only got 7 cards in his deck. I have 12. So I can even play Energy Stream if I want. To be honest, I can even draw with my own Mistrias, but he can't really afford to draw with his own Mistrias anymore. He is really thinking about how he can possibly win this game. Here I'm just gonna summon Ice Vapor, though I'm not sure why I tapped Hydro Hurricane, because I could choose to draw and hope I draw a snare. But it's fine. Don't think he makes too much of a difference. This Ice Vapor is actually pretty bad for him because he's not in a position where he can afford to lose mana, especially when he needs all that mana to deploy more threats. So you're just gonna play Faliga just to get back Hydro Hurricane. And here I'm gonna have a Gigaballs this is gonna discard his Mistrias here. And I do draw, hoping I draw into a Miraculous Snare or another discard, but I don't. Though I don't mind losing this Mistrias. Now we could actually play Hydro Hurricane here. Just to kind of push through, because I think he's only on 5 or 4, yeah, 5 cards in deck. And yeah, he needs to push through at some point. Okay, instead he's just gonna boost his Exalt. I guess he wants to have a few more attackers before he uses the Hydro Hurricane. But yeah, that gave me just enough time to top deck my own Hydro Hurricane, so as soon as I use this Hydro Hurricane, it's gonna be GG again, because I'm gonna set him back just too much. Giving back the more expensive stuff, and yeah. And, I mean, just giving back blockers, yeah. Yeah, he only has 4 cards in hand, and yeah, don't think there's much he can do. I think his only hope is that I draw an extra card with Mistrias by mistake, but I'm not doing that mistake again. And I think this Miraculous Plague is gonna seal the deal if that Hydro didn't. And yeah, we have the GG To be fair, I would have gone for Hydro Hurricane one turn earlier if I was him. But other than that, yeah, it was quite a nice hit for that game. My deck should be on the screen for those of you who are interested, and until next time, see you.